Good morning. Very, very quick. As you're on your way out the door this Sunday morning, there are lots of us that have just returned from General Conference. I think the numbers were over 11,000 people that were there. And this year at General Conference has been absolutely phenomenal. Um, I'm incredibly thankful that I've been able to go to General Conference every year for longer than I can remember. And this year, yes, it was above and beyond. There was not one, but many, many messages that spoke to our hearts, and that they always speak to our hearts. But there was just, yeah, there was a transition. There was a change, a shift. I agree with the speakers when Brother Bernard when he said that something's about to happen, and it's shifting in the spirit. And when there's a shifting in the spirit like that, there's an excitement. And especially while you're at General Conference, you will feel that's my calling. That's what I need to do. Oh, I'm going to make these changes in my life. And typically, the things you want to change, you probably should be changing. They're important things. Those callings may actually be burdens for that ministry and not necessarily calling. Understand, you may think you were called to foreign missions, global missions, but reality, you were called to support them financially or spiritually in prayer or in reaching out to them and encouraging them. And all those things are necessary. So today, at your church today, in your prayer rooms today, find that Spirit of God, find that depth that we went into at General Conference, and seek a confirmation of what you interpreted, that feeling that you got, that burden, that calling. Look for confirmation and those specific details. It's something I've really learned in the last several years, is that I tend to take that phrase that I hear the voice of God and I apply what I think it means, rather than sitting back and waiting and asking God, what are the details there? God, is it now? When is this to happen? God, who should I involve in this transition, in this change? Where are you taking me specifically? Exactly what do you mean when you say, when I feel? Seek confirmation from your pastor. Allow his wisdom to speak into your life. We're not going to go jump off the mountain, off the cliff, until we know, should we have a parachute on? Is the water below deep enough? Are there rocks that are dangerous? How should I go after what I have felt? How should I step into it? Is it a long-term thing? Is it something that's going to change the rest of my life? I will tell you, most likely, yes, regardless of whether it's a baby step, a burden, a calling, or a giant leap of faith. It will change your life. But let's make sure that we are changing the way God desires for us to change. Let's make sure we totally and completely understand the call, the voice of God that you received this week at General Conference. I love y'all. Have an incredible service this morning.